This is the BCMM network. The following broadcast is solely for the enjoyment and entertainment of our audience. This is the Blue Collar Minute Men Show. Let's go, Brandon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Collar Minute Men Show. Hey, it's 2022. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We made it, Bill. Another year of disease and death and what else did Biden call it?
Yeah, the winter of death and despair.
Death and despair.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I'm still alive, according to Biden. But Bill, that's some interesting scenery you got back there behind you.
Daytona Beach.
Man, I wish I was with you.
Oh, it's
We've got
83 degrees. A little overcast, but still warm. You see the people in the water out here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be Florida bound. How's DeSantis treating everybody down there?
Oh man, it's a whole different world down here.
I was going to say that.
We were in Orlando for the last 2 or 3 days, and then decided to just shoot over here. See, we were in Orlando. I want to give a good shout out to Kentucky Wildcats for winning the Citrus Bowl, making
All
the
right,
trip worthwhile.
I'm giving it to the Cats too. But hey, Bill, something else for the people out there who watch the mainstream media. I mean, since Florida isn't playing along with the whole scare tactic, Biden death and despair. I mean, how many people are out there dying in the streets, Bill? I mean, did you see any of that?
It's horrible, man. It's just horrible. Well, no, wait a minute. Those are not people dying in the streets. They're laying on the beach.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's pretty well packed for the 2nd of January.
So much for Biden's prediction. I mean, it seems like people down there are doing pretty darn good.
We had 50,700 in attendance at the Citrus Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
No masks, no social distancing. It was just wide open.
Scare tactics.
It was wide open. So come to the land of the free.
Yeah, no joke. Dude, man, I'm telling you, freaking DeSantis. Oops, sorry. Had to adjust that a little bit. But yeah, DeSantis has got it right, man. But guys, it's been a week and we've all been doing things. New Year's come upon us. And this is the start of a new year with new issues. And Lord, hopefully we get some truth out of it. But to end 2021, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of sex trafficking. And really, Bill, it didn't see a whole lot about that. The news kind of hit it and then like touched on it, and then they went.
Oh, it's kind of like they never did say who she was trafficking to. I mean, she got convicted of trafficking, but there's no, okay, this is who she was selling to. This is who she, yeah. I mean, where are those names? That's the names I want. Is who was buying these children from her. That's who I want.
Yeah, because I saw a meme that said basically Ghislaine Maxwell was the scapegoat. So just to kind of appease all of us people out here, we convicted her. And that's all they did. Nothing else. Like literally nothing else has come about. And like you said, Bill, nobody who she was selling to, nobody who was coming in, none of that. Just.
Well, I mean, if you're going to convict someone of trafficking in anything, don't you have to bring up who they were trafficking and have a witness saying, yeah, I bought I bought marijuana from her. I bought a child from her. How do you convict someone if you have no middleman there buying the product?
Seems to me like this was just a show for all of us
That's what
to
it
kind of
sounds like.
quiet the crowd.
That's what it sounds like, because, I mean, even if you convict somebody, okay, they are narcotics guys,
Mhm,
have a sting, they
mhm.
send somebody in to buy it, they give the court the name of this person that's buying the drugs, because they have to testify, yeah, I bought drugs from them, to prove that they were trafficking.
And Bill, did you hear how many years she's getting for this?
I think it was about a dozen, wasn't it?
Yes, for international sex trafficking, she's getting 12 years. And if she spends 3 years of that, I'll be surprised.
Probably. Get time
Like,
served.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is our government. Yeah, it's corrupt. The names that were on that, I mean, even when we got the flight logs that leaked out on the internet, you know, the flight logs that leaked out on the internet, and all of those people, you know, who were celebrities who were on the flight logs. And I think we even mentioned in a couple of podcasts who we saw on there. I'm not going to go back through all that, because that's not admissible as actual evidence, and that wasn't, but come on, people. You're not that dumb, and we're not either. We've got to get some good people into office.
It's 2022, people. This is an election year.
Yeah. And
speaking of an election year, real quick, guess what? Just breaking out of Israel.
What?
The first case of COVID and influenza mixture, which is now being called the Flurona, has been detected in Israel. Okay, the Flurona is probably what's going to spread through here so they can get the mail-in ballots. Wait and see.
Oh, crap.
Wait. The Flurona is what they're calling it. And that's from the Daily Mail.
Listen, I hope some of you all who watch this aren't in liberal states, but if you are, Lord help you. The voting system has got to be confirmed and has got to be secure. We need to start working toward that somehow. Each state is responsible for the votes, not the US government. And Bill, it wouldn't surprise me if someone tries to come in with a new system of voting from Washington.
Let's use your phone.
Oh, like that's not that. There ain't no way. I would never use that stinking phone. That thing is so no. But Bill, unless they do cheat, there's going to be a red wave in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, they're going to cheat. They're just going to, because look at all of the damage they have caused with the lockdowns and everything else that has caused so much turmoil to the United States. People don't even trust the government anymore. I think I was looking on I don't know if it was Fox News or what news it was, but they said the approval and rating for this administration, not just Biden, but for this administration was like 28, 29%.
Yeah, it's low. Lowest ever.
So, and while
we got 80 million votes, 800 million, yeah.
No, that's insane. But Bill, to stay on that, to stay on that topic of this whole virus, you said now there's the Flurona. Biden announced, and people jumped on it too, that he said, well, there's no federal solution to this. situation that the states are going to have to take care of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it like a year ago that he's trying to mandate vaccines, shut down every state, and now there's no federal solution?
It's because the vax mandates are getting ready to go from the Supreme Court. I got a feeling he's going to lose that. So we got to come up with some other idea.
Yeah, and Bill, I've had some friends this week. Of course, you were traveling. They've hit me up and they're saying that I can't say any names, but they're saying that some establishments are about to mandate their employees because one federal court said the mandates were good, so these employees are going to move on with it.
Well, the first district or federal court said no. Then they went to the appeals court. It said, yeah, you could do that for large corporations. So then they took it to the Supreme Court.
Right.
It will be heard on January the 7th at the Supreme Court. It's when they start the arguments on this case. So
Right.
probably maybe around mid-January, we should get a ruling, final ruling from the Supreme Court.
Right. And for those of you all who are watching, who you may work for someone who's doing this, I mean, this is how it's going. They're going off of the appeals court judgment ruling. And they're saying, well, okay, you all got to take it. They need to wait and see what the Supreme Court is going to say. That's where the rubber is going to meet the road, because whatever they decide, which we're pretty sure they're going to deem it unconstitutional, then these companies, well, if you work for it in the private sector, they can kind of do what they want.
They kind of do what they want.
Yeah. So, you may or may not have a case. I don't know what to tell you, but they can't make you or force you, but they could probably take your pay or whatever they decide they want to do. But you heard it here, January 7th, the Supreme Court's going to get this. That's just right around the corner. Watch for that decision. All right. On a more comical note, to go back to Joe Biden, Bill. Of course, one of the shots heard around the world for the end of 2021 was Joe Biden and Jill talking to NORAD, wishing a Merry Christmas from the White House. And Bill, what did the guy say to Joe?
What in their minds, when they produced this, did they think it would be okay to let him loose live on TV on a telephone call? Why in the world would they ever think that was going to work out in their favor? They end the phone call with, the guy says, "Let's go, Brandon." Biden responds with, "Let's go, Brandon. I agree 100%. I mean, why would they even partially consider that was a good idea to let him loose on TV like that?
Bill, I've said it once and I've said it again. It's like Bugs Bunny playing with Elmer Fudd. Oh God,
I know.
This is ladies and gentlemen, it's funny, but it's not even funny anymore. This is what you have as a president. And he needs to be at home somewhere with somebody bringing him pudding and oatmeal. I agree. Let's go, Brandon. The thing is, did you happen to notice Jill's face over there the whole time? She's just, oh crap. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you, this 2021 is over, and I kind of agree. These Democratic politicians, we have to agree that politicians are the issue. And even on the Republican side, we need to get rid of the rhinos. So, Bill, I don't know if you saw this, and this was on Fox News. Lindsey Graham was just on Fox, and he suspects that Trump will run in 2024. He says that, according to Lindsey Graham, of course, as we know, Lindsey can be very wishy-washy, but he says if he wants to, it's there for him. There's nobody else that they can put in there. Although if I would guess if he didn't want it, DeSantis would be the next best thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I have nothing to back this up, but a Trump DeSantis ticket would be a landslide in 2024.
If they don't cheat.
If they don't cheat. Well,
Okay, here's the thing. All right. Remember the night when Georgia was all in flux, in play, and oh, well, we got all these votes from the Atlanta district, turned everything around, gave Georgia the Biden. I just drove through Georgia. And there's every other billboard is either a Trump or this was a good one. They had a picture of Biden with the Taliban. He had a turban on and he's holding an RPG and it says, "Make the Taliban better." You know, and he's standing there. I'm like, and that's in Georgia, all around Atlanta.
Yeah, see, I totally believe that the mainstream media is not portraying Americans as what they are. And when we talked with Luke last week, mainstream media is portraying all of our young folk as, they're behind this progressive movement. And as you heard from Luke last week, no, that's not the case.
Not the case.
And the truth is the part of the issue, and we can't preach it enough. Use DuckDuckGo, look up your information. You have to do it. You can't trust mainstream media, not even Fox News. I mean, I've mentioned Fox News on here, but I don't watch it religiously. All of our information comes from other sources, and it's these other sources that are telling the truth. But like I said, they're counting on all of you and me to be lazy enough to not look up this information.
Just believe what you're being told and move on with your life.
I kind of think of the penguins from Madagascar. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. That's what they're telling you to do. Smile and wave, boys. Oh gosh. So did you have a good, interesting time down there?
Yes, I have. It has been amazing. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better end to a football game. I mean, we're down, minutes to go, drive all the way down the field, score a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they're driving back, they got a minute and something to go. They drive all the way back and we intercept it in the game. So
I love it.
It was fantastic.
Bill, you told me something about the crowd that was kind of interesting. You said you had all the UK fans on one side who were having a good time, and then
it was kind of like this. We're sitting at the hotel. I'm always outside the smoking area, so I watch the people come and go. And you see them coming from the airport, getting off these vans, and they would be in the Iowa side, and they're getting off. They're all masked up, gaiters on. I mean, they're big shields on the face and everything. Okay. Then you see the Kentucky fans arriving, and they're all just like, "Hey, party here, have a drink of my drink," and they're just passing bottles around, and it was that way in the stands. I mean, the whole side I was on, I never saw a mask. The other side, you could see them across through there with the mask on in the stands,
and their shields.
I don't know, but it was a good time had by all.
Oh, that's good.
We took the whole crew down here and thoroughly enjoyed being with my tailgate family for one more game for the hoorah, the end of the season. It all turned out great.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, it's your choice. I mean, it's always your choice to whether you want to wear a mask or not. But with the evidence that we have always been presenting and the statistics to back them up, I just say you kind of look kind of silly, but that's Iowa. I let them do their due. Hey, Bill, I'm still drinking my gin and tonic. So,
medication.
And you know something? I'm going to put this out there, whether you all believe me or not. Now it's 2022. 2021, I only had one sniffle through 2021, and that was due to allergies. Knocking on wood, I'm still good. My wife, on the other hand, she's been gotten sick again.
How's she doing?
She's got a head cold. It's sinus infection. It's not the Rona and it's not the Omicron. I mean, she's got a sinus infection. But it's this weather here in Kentucky. Bill, I
know how it is.
Yeah, the weather here in Kentucky, we've had warm days, then you have cold days, you have warm days, you have cold days. And it's like the rain with that temperature fluctuation wreaks havoc on the body. It just does.
Come back.
No. So, but Bill, that's about all I got.
That's about it from sunny Florida. Just want to again shout out to the Cats for that amazing victory. And
shout out to UK Cats. I'm with you. Go Cats. I said it. But
there were actually a lot of Louisville fans that came to the game, and they wore their Louisville attire.
Yeah, I'm still done with Louisville. I'm not going back there. I'm done with Louisville. I'll save that for another rant.
So
but
I just wanted to say I'm having a good time.
It looks like you.
Wish y'all could join me. And probably next week, you remember Luke? We're going to try to have his brother, who's a little bit older than he is, come on next week.
Awesome. That sounds great. Another perspective from young Americans. All right. So check us out on the website. Website's been updated a little bit. Got some more updates to put on there. So continue to check it. But check us out at bluecollarminutemen.com. You can also enjoy this video there on the home page. Just scroll down to the bottom. Also, you can email us at bluecollarminutemen@protonmail.com. And there's a link on our website where you can email us anytime. Your questions, comments, and anything you'd like to see on the show, feel free to email us. We're also on MeWe. We're still on Spreely. We're on Facebook, but we are very limited on Facebook. We're under BCMM on Facebook, and we're on YouTube and Rumble. And Bill, I think there was one other one that we're on, and I'm trying BitChute.
BitChute.
That's what it is. Yeah, and BitChute. So you can find us about anywhere. Shouldn't be a problem. And I'm still surprised that YouTube has us up. I'm still surprised YouTube still has us up. Let me just say.
Here's something real quick. Let me throw this out.
Okay.
Joe said this is going to be the winter of severe illness, death, and despair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he come out and said there's no federal solution.
Right.
Well, apparently about 45 minutes ago, he comes out and claims victory over COVID.
Are you shitting me?
That's what it says in the headlines here from Patriot Tech. This is Biden now, after giving his doom and gloom speech and his, we have no federal answers to, we have now beaten COVID. Is it over?
I say for, like you said, Bill, depending on what it is for voting purposes and other things, whatever they're getting ready to try to do, it'll be over until the flu Rona gets here. Just keep that in mind, folks, for later on, about 4 or 5 months down the road, maybe. Just remember we said that.
Well, they released this on the White House's website.
Oh, they did.
He didn't come out and say it. It's actually on the website that we've now won over. We have a victory over Corona.
Oh, yay. All of a sudden, January 2nd, 2022. It's over.
Thank God.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. All right. That's all I got there.
I'm going to the beach.
All right. I'm going to go in and get me a sandwich.
All right.
All right, guys. From the Blue Collar Minutemen, God bless you all. God bless America. And we'll see you later.
God bless.